Today's class is one of the most important session. Until whatever classes that we had, this is the most important session. Data cleaning, preparing data for analysis. Remember, in real world, the data is not in such a way that you can take the raw data as it is and do the analysis. Not possible. Raw data has so many issues. It is almost inevitable that every data scientist in this world has to perform data cleaning most of the times. You have to be extremely lucky to get a data set that is as it is very good that you go ahead take this data for analysis. Okay, so if you ask me what are the steps in machine learning or model building life cycle, overall, it can be divided into 6 steps. Step 1, step 2. These are 6 steps. Almost no matter which company we are working in, almost these are the steps that are followed while we are building any model. We start with background and objective. What is the objective? What are you trying to do? What is the business objective? What are the goals? What is the project plan? What are the budget? What is the resources, etc., etc.? What do you mean by objective? I am building a credit risk model. I want to predict whether a customer is a risky customer or not. I am building a fraud detection model. I want to predict based on the data. I want to predict whether a particular transaction is fraud or not fraud. I want to predict the sales. Basically, what is your objective? You have to start from there. Start with an objective, then collect the data, analyze that data, build a model on top of it. So data exploration, in this one, we collect the data, explore the data, understand your own data. Is it good or is it bad? Are there any missing values? Are there any issues in that? Understand your own data exploration. We have discussed some of the data exploration techniques. This is where we have discussed data visualization. You can directly explore it with numbers, or even you can create beautiful looking summaries in terms of graphs. You can understand the relationships between the variables. You can identify outliers. You can identify missing values. You can identify all the issues in the data. Basically, you explore the data, collect the data, try to know about your own data set. Can somebody tell me how do you detect outliers? Can somebody tell me in the chat window, how do you detect outliers? What was that graph that we were using? Box plot. That's right. There are some other plots as well, but box plot is the one that will easily tell us whether there are any outliers or not, isn't it? That is step 2. We are pretty much done with step 2, where we get the information about the data exploration. Step 3 is the one that we are going to discuss here. Prepare the data for analysis, validate your data. You treat the outliers. Okay, you found some issues. What next? You do the outlier treatment. You clean the data. There are certain techniques. You treat the missing values or all the issues, clean the data, prepare the data for analysis. This is the step that is very important. Okay, then comes the model building. You choose the modeling technique, you choose the variables and build the model, fine tune the model, do model run iterations, etc., etc. You will do the model building technique later on. Before that, your data need to be prepared for analysis. It's not a simple simulated data that we can take it. It's not a college environment where we take the data directly, build the model. No, that doesn't work. In practical scenarios, most of the time is spent on these 2 steps only. If you ask me honestly, from my experience, most of the data scientists, where do they spend most of the time in a model building project? They spend time on data exploration and preparing data for analysis, because there is a saying, junk in, what is it? Junk in, junk out. No matter how great a model that you are building, if you are supplying junk data, you will get junk results only. So that is why sufficient preference need to be given in the model building life cycle steps. You have to focus on data exploration, data cleaning, then model building, validating the model, and finally deploying the model, basically using the model. Let's say eventually you built a credit risk model, then using that model, you are giving the credit score. Using that model, you are accepting or rejecting the loan applications. If you have built a fraud score, using that model, you are accepting or rejecting some of the transactions. That will be the final deployment. Usually as a data scientist, you will be working, I don't think you will be working on setting the objective, setting the budget, resources, etc. I don't think this is in our scope. Usually step number one will be taken by some of the thought leadership where we are not involved. Step number two, we are very much involved. Step number three, you are very much involved. Step number four, yes, we have to be involved. Step number five, validation of the models. How good, how bad is the model? We have to be involved. Step number six, also not sure, partially involved, but most of the times the critical steps where your USP comes into the picture is step number two, three, 4 and 5. Even in this course, we are going to stress upon these 4 steps very much with a lot of importance, because even when you become a data scientist later on in your life, you will be working on these 4 steps. We will try to simulate the real environment as much as possible. We'll try to take real data set as many places as possible. Yes, working with them will be difficult. You might have realized that in some of the assignment, but that is how it will be. Okay. So these are the steps in building the model. Out of these steps, we have discussed data exploration, which is a kind of easy. It's not really difficult. The one that we are going to discuss today, some of the techniques for preparing the data for analysis. Later on sessions, we are going to discuss how to build the model, what are the model building techniques, some regression or logistic regression or decision trees. These are model building techniques. Even after that, we are going to discuss some of the model validation techniques. What is the accuracy of the model? What is the sensitivity of the model? What is the ROC? How do you check how good is my model? We are going to discuss all these one by one. First, let us get started with some of the model, the data cleaning techniques.